Lecture 15 Three Actions of Great Teachers, Part 1. This is the 15th lecture of the leadership course. Starting from this lecture, we will embark on a new leadership practice, being a teacher. I want to emphasize that the primary role of a leader is that of a teacher, and as a teacher, there are three things that must be done well. When I say that leaders should be teachers, it is a metaphor for what leaders should do. The most obvious thing that comes to mind is teaching. The role of a teacher implies the action of teaching. Many people are already aware of this and say that in their work, they want to teach their subordinates. Today, I want to emphasize that a great teacher does more than just teach. A great teacher must do three things simultaneously, and great leaders must also do these three things well. So, besides teaching, what are the other two things? 1. The role of a leader. Before answering this question, let me ask you a question first. Besides being a teacher, what other roles can a leader have? If you think this question is too broad and can lead to too many possibilities, let me make it more specific. If we compare your organization to a ship, what is the role of a leader? This question is important, and I will repeat it. If the organization is a ship, what is the role of a leader? You may think this question is too easy. If the organization is a ship, then the leader is the captain, or the helmsman. Captain and helmsman are the two most obvious answers. However, I want to remind you that if this is an important question, the answer will not be so obvious. Although I often ask this question, I did not invent it. The person who invented this question is Peter Senge, a very famous management guru. There is a concept in management called a learning organization. Generally speaking, when we talk about a learning organization, we will mention Peter Senge. Although Peter Senge did not invent the concept of a learning organization, he popularized it and turned it into a global movement. Many companies around the world claim to be learning organizations. Peter Senge teaches at MIT. He said that when he lectures, he likes to ask this question: if the organization is a ship, what is the role of a leader? Foreigners and Chinese people are similar, and the first answer they think of is the captain and the helmsman. The reason why Peter Senge asked this question is that he believes that the answers of the captain and the helmsman, although not wrong, are not good enough. So what is Peter Senge's answer? Peter Senge said that if the organization is a ship, the leader is first and foremost the designer of the ship. When this answer was announced, you will find that it is indeed an answer that should be ranked before the captain or the helmsman. If the design of a ship is flawed, such as originally intended for war, but you designed it as a yacht, or because of design defects, it takes 2 hours for the ship to turn left 20 degrees, then no matter how skilled the captain or helmsman is, the ship cannot perform well. 2. Design and teaching. Peter Senge said that the role of a leader is first and foremost that of a designer, which is a particularly powerful viewpoint. What specifically should be designed? Peter Senge mentioned 3 aspects. In my own words, let me summarize the 3 aspects that Peter Senge talked about. Design the purpose of the organization, that is, why the organization does what it does. Design the operational processes of the organization, that is, how the organization does what it does. Design the learning processes of the organization, that is, how to enable everyone to learn the first 2 points. Have you noticed that what Peter Senge said about designing in 3 aspects is actually what a great teacher should do as well? The first aspect is to design the purpose of teaching, the second aspect is to design the content of teaching, and the third aspect is to design the method of teaching. A great teacher also needs to be a great designer. Therefore, as a teacher, you not only need to teach, but also need to design. Moreover, a great teacher is first a designer, and then a teacher. You first design the purpose, content, and method of teaching, and then start teaching. If you want to build a long-lasting organization and a consistently excellent team, you need to design first, and then teach what you have designed to everyone.